Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of Doctor Who Reaction. This is Red Live, my name is Matt. I'm sorry about our admins in the UK. I just I just want to apologize for that real quick. I feel really bad about that episode. Um I don't know if you watched that episode. Don't watch it. It's bad. Like the episode itself, like I'm not talking shit on the episode itself. I'm talking shit on my reaction to that episode because I am arachnophobic, and that episode was unwatchable for me, which means that doing a reaction to that episode was bad because I was not watching the episode. I was just looking at my keyboard and freaking out. That's the entire video, and I just want to apologize for that. So yeah, just getting that out of the way right away. So what happened in the previous episode was terrible things, but most importantly, the team TARDIS was formed, which is the crew we've had up until this point: Graham, Ryan, Yas, and the Doctor, and we brought them home, and then they decided to continue traveling, which of course we see that coming. It's not a surprise, but we got to see a little bit more into their lives and what they actually want, uh, and why did they choose to keep traveling. Like Graham actually wants to move on from Grace because Grace died in episode 1, and everything reminds him of Grace when he isn't home. In fact, he actually sees her in his mind, so it's like, no, I don't want this. I want to move on, and the best way I can think about, the best way I can think of, in order to do so, is by just hanging out with friends and just seeing different places, traveling around, and going on crazy adventures, which is good. I enjoy that. I like Graham quite a bit. I have to say, he has had an interesting development. Then we got Ryan, Ryan is like, fuck it, let's go. Ryan is just like, fuck it, let's go. I'm not gonna go back working in a fucking workshop or whatever he said. Like, fuck it, I got a taste of this shit. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna keep traveling to different planets and shit. He got to meet Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. He's in. He's like, yeah, let's go. And then Yas, we got to see her family and her mom, and her mom seems to be chill, but we only saw a little bit of her. Well, we saw her in during the entire spider conflict, but I didn't see her because I wasn't watching that. But she was there for the entire thing, and it seems that she got to like understand that the Doctor, they've been hanging out with the Doctor, and that the Doctor is like something else because she let that whole arachnids thing. So it seems that she was like, yes, like, tell me about this later when you come back, or like, tell me about your adventure. I don't remember what she said, but that's the impression I got. Sort of like Wilfred in season 4 with Donna, sort of like that. That's the impression I got. God, I miss Wilfred. Wilfred was the best. But I got Graham. Graham is some sort of feeling in that role, but less wholesome, and more of a boomer. But he's doing great. But Yas was just like, I'm not dealing with this family, not because I hate him or anything, but because it's like, it gets old. I just kind of want to do something else. I just want to do something myself. And she's like, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna travel around the world with this awesome people. So, which is like as good a reason as any. So fuck it, let's go. So everyone gets in, we form Team TARDIS, and we're off to more adventure. That's good. That's what happened. I also do want to say that the previous episode was probably the best episode we got a feel for Jodie's Doctor, at least to me, and it's because I think that the best thing we learn about the 13th Doctor from the previous episode, and in general so far, is that she actually has a lot of attachment for the people close to her that she loves, and it's not in any capacity a selfish thing, or not love in a selfish way. because we've seen that a couple times by now. Okay, so David Tennant kind of crossed the line several times. um, Matt Smith had a lot of attachment to Amy, but kind of didn't give a shit about. Okay, I'm not talking shit on any of these doctors, by the way. I'm just trying to put into words what I remember of those eras, alongside from like what I got from each of those doctors. And like Matt Smith's doctor, the 11th Doctor, felt like he gave a shit, but more in a selfish way than anything else. Like, how do I put this? It's like he cared a lot about Amy because he grew attached to Amy because it was like the first person he saw and he's been hanging out since forever. But I don't think he cared that much about Rory, for example. I don't think it did. Um, then with the 12th Doctor, with Capaldi, he cared too much at times. Series 9, Heaven Sent, Hell Bent, like, no, he cared too much to the point, and it was a selfish thing because he didn't listen to what Clara wanted, which is, I'm just gonna die. That's literally what Clara wanted to do. Clara just decided, I'm just gonna die, and it's gonna be fine, and I'm good. I'm fine with this. And he didn't listen. He made a ton of bullshit in order to get her back, and Clara was like, what the fuck are you doing? So that whole thing. And he grew from that, right? But that leads us into the 13th Doctor, where I feel like she doesn't do that anymore. But the attachment that she has to the people close to her. So I feel like it's like Series 10, 12th Doctor with Capaldi. He cares, but he wasn't showing it. He just cared, but he didn't unhealthily care. Like Series 9, he just cared. 13th Doctor shows it. 13th Doctor just straight up shows it. She's so happy to have people that she enjoys having around. She's just happy to be there. She's just happy that all these people are her with her, and she just expresses her joy and her love for her companions, in a way that I don't think we've seen up until this point. The closest you would get would be Tennant, but even then, I think it's way more than that. So I'm picking on that thing being a main character trait point for the 13th Doctor, for Jodie. And I like that. I do like that. Because that's one of the things that I didn't realize I wanted. But I did want it. I did want a doctor that was just like so openly happy to have people around her, but not in a romantic way, because that was one of the things that I didn't like about Tennant, because I really enjoyed the 10th Doctor, by the way. Tennant, I think it's like one of the most popular ones, and I think it was great. But one of the things that I wasn't a big fan of was the whole romance thing with Rose, and then it was like there was a weird thing going on with Martha. He, not on his end, but definitely as an overarching thing in the plot. And then with the Donna thing was like, I don't want this anymore. I want something different, and I just want someone to hang out with, which is something I enjoy. I enjoy Donna a lot. But it was weird, and even with like random ass one episode companions that we had across specials, David Tennant was like touching that part that I didn't like. Jodie is not. Jodie is just like, I enjoy my friends. I enjoy them being here. And I'm like, yes, that's great. So I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. I also enjoy that we have a group. I said this many times, but that's not my favorite thing about this season so far, is the fact that we have a 4-man team, including the Doctor, 3 companions. We could have had 4, but Ranma died, but what are you going to do? Just like, but I enjoy we having a group, because my second favorite crew of Doctor Who must be the Series 10 one with Bill and Ardol. Unless you want to count like the one episode or two episodes we had at the end of series 4 where everyone came together, just like the Torchwood team, Sarah Jane, Martha, Donna, Rose, Mickey, Jackie, everyone came along. That was great, but that was just one story, so I don't know if it counts. But for Bill Nardole is definitely my favorite otherwise. But now we have this full squad, and I'm a big fan of it. And I think it might be my second favorite squad. Well, just second favorite main character team. Because it's a team, it's not a duo. So, enjoy that. Okay, I've now got quite a bit about nothing. So, I think I should just go. I think we should just start. So, yeah. Doctor Who Series 11, Episode 5. Let's go. The Tsuranga Conundrum. How do you pronounce that? This reminds you of the Doctor's wife.
How long did that take you? Could have been more than a month. Needle? Haystack?
Yeah, you might be right.
No, hold on! I found something!
Is that a bomb?
I'm sorry. What is it? Sonic mine. It's counting down.
Shouldn't you be running away?
3, 2.
Alright.
It's alright. You're safe.
Okay, the
Make
fuck.
any sudden moves. Your body will take a moment to catch up.
Can you point out your med tag for me? I can't find it anywhere. Where are we?
We're in hospital. They've just brought us all round. You're the last one up.
We don't have med tags.
Oh, it wasn't my mistake.
Told you. Tsuranga's actually agitating for the territories to be swept more fully.
Tsuranga. Whatever. Very grateful. Need to get back to our ship. Oh, come on, you lot.
My responsibility to protect the general.
I understand your responsibilities, Ronan. Okay, I hear about them endlessly.
Says the man who never wants any of his own.
Sorry. Looking for the exit. There's no signs.
General Cicero's privacy indicators are clearly on.
Sorry, not really up on privacy indicators.
General Cicero. Not Eve Cicero. Keep a Galaxy. Neuropilot. You're mentioned in the Book of Celebrants. You helped defeat the army of the Eons at the Battle of the Underkind.
I was one of many. This is my brother Durkas and my consort Ronan.
When she says consort, she really means clone drone. Android, you can tell by the hair.
Durkas. And who are you?
I'm the Doctor.
Wait, I've heard that name. Aren't you in the Book of Celebrants? Isn't there a whole chapter about you?
Me? No. Very common name. I'd say it was more of a volume than a chapter. Just so you know.
Show off.
Hi. Very sorry.
This is a weird episode so far.
My ectospleen hurts. I can feel it resettling.
Oh, you're the Sonic Mine lot. Sounded pretty serious. How you feeling?
Rough. What you in for?
Pregnant.
Blimey. Yes, you are. Almost ready to pop.
How did you get like that?
On holiday. Got involved with someone, didn't take precautions. Like an idiot.
Happens.
So, what's that, 9 months? No, last week.
Last week? Oh, you're a gift, Anne. Male pregnancies last a week. Very intense.
Look, you can't keep disturbing all the other patients. Astos found them. They're here.
That's a fair thing to say.
What do you mean, go? How are you gonna do that?
Oh, you have to stay. There's no way out of this place. Is this a ship? Yeah, it's a ship. We left the planet.
Missed the vibrations. And we're already in flight.
Tsuranga operates
Okay.
emergency medical transport. This is a quad zone rescue craft.
Like the Red Cross. You'll be fine. We'll be at Visas one soon enough.
How long were we out for?
4 days.
We're 4 days away from the ship. They just called it a ship. Like the first Doctor.
You're being hostile and selfish. There are patients on board who need to get to Resus 1 as a matter of urgency. My job is to keep all of you safe. You're stopping me from doing that.
I mean, he's right,
You're
but
right.
yeah.
Of course you're right. Sorry. That mine hit me harder than I thought.
Like, he is right, but from a show plot, story plot standpoint, I keep thinking that there has to be a conflict. So we gotta interfere in order to fix it, you know? Alright.
Probably an asteroid shot.
Ship's fucked. We gotta fix
Shield
it.
breach. You sealed and solid, but something breached it for a second.
Something entered the ship. Okay, so the ship can fix itself, so the ship is fine. But
Something's inside the shields.
we're just gonna do Alien now.
This ship was designed for 100,000 tours. It can withstand a hell of a lot.
Are you trying to reassure me or yourself? That thing can really move. It's heading from the port side to the starboard.
That's fast.
Deny everything or ask you to turn a blind eye?
I see your problem. Generally, truth is always your best option.
I was trying to hack into my sister's medical records.
Well, we've all hacked into our loved ones' confidential records at one stage or another, haven't we?
So what is this creature going to be? Is it going to be a creature is the question. This dude is probably gonna die. Why are you going in? Why are you going in? Is it just gonna... Yeah, you're out.
Bastos, I'm just with a patient. Do you need something?
I'm sorry, Mavli. It tricked me. I can't get back.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
You can do this, Mavli. You're good enough. You have to believe in yourself. I believe in you. I always have.
Reassuring words, but... I didn't think it would blow up, but okay. That's definitive. It's a creature. What the fuck is it? Oh, it's a tiny creature. It's tiny and gross. The fuck? The fuck is this gremlin?
What is that?
So can survive a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't need oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
And can digest pretty much whatever it wants.
So like the rabbit. It's gonna eat your Sonic, you dumb!
And it's got nerve.
It's just ate my Sonic!
What do you think was gonna happen?
I shouldn't let you in here, but I am, and that's fine. I've already been in here with Astos.
Has he really gone?
I'm sorry, Mobley.
He was one of the only people who ever believed in me, including me.
He was so kind. There aren't enough kind people. What would he want you to do now?
Make sure everyone stays safe.
You can do this.
Yeah, I can.
What did you want to show us?
Well, if I sync my ocular recorders with the data banks.
Oh yes, sync the old ocular recorders, obvious.
All Tsuranga.
Where's the rest of the crew?
No crew. All automated.
So it's just us,
Mm-hmm.
alone,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
in space,
Mm-hmm.
with that creature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Item 7 Alpha Cubed. Pting.
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 Okay.
Level Chalice.
Is that bad?
Few facts of
Worst one.
Oh boy.
Many studies having failed due to the fatally violent nature of the Pting. No Pting has ever been kept in captivity due to their ability to eat through any material that would incarcerate.
Alright.
Strictly non-carnivorous, they devour all non-organic material.
They don't eat people, but they will eat the shit, but you die to a space, so.
While they may be momentarily stunned or impossible to wound or kill. Pting's skin is understood to be toxic to most life forms. Never touch a Pting directly.
Oh, good. That's also good.
Never engage with Pting. Risk to life ultimate.
Alright, so.
On the plus side, I now feel very well informed.
Okay, a Dalek versus a Pting. I think the Pting would win. Because it's fast, so it can't get hit. You'll just probably dodge everything the Dalek shoots at hit. And as soon as it gets in range, it will just eat the Dalek. It won't eat the squid, but it will beat everything else. Because a Dalek is not organic. A Cyberman is also not organic. So, I think a Pting would beat a Dalek. And a Cyberman. Together.
Wait for it. Oh. Wow. See? He likes you guys.
Oh. 3 hours ago.
Mate. You're growing a person?
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
I mean, no, it really couldn't.
Yeah. Almost seems a shame to give him away.
When was the last time you saw your dad?
A year ago.
Mm-hmm, okay.
Didn't go well.
Okay.
Got angry with him.
Alright. Any more information on this relationship?
He ducked out when I needed him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a gap in my life. Even at Nan's funeral.
So I have some fodder.
How did your mum die?
Washing up in the kitchen. Massive heart attack, just out on the floor.
God. Who found her?
You.
Me?
How old were you?
How old were you?
I could be writing this script.
I get it. He loved her too. People always said that I looked like her. He must have found that hard. Why am I even talking about this?
Because it's good to share things. Especially you keep those things bottled up.
It's a bit of a puzzle.
It's gonna kill us all, isn't it?
I have to say, I think Jodie does this face a lot. I like it.
I can't quite see the solution yet, but that's life or medicine. Patients present problems, you figure them out and come up with solutions. That's what this is, a problem to be diagnosed, medicine to be administered. You're a medic, I'm the doctor. Imagine the solution and work to make it a reality. Whole worlds pivot on acts of imagination.
So what are you imagining now?
Broadly, I'm imagining that thing off the ship.
Jodie says a lot of nonsense, by the way. Inspirational nonsense. But if it works, you know?
We can't take a creature like that back to Resource 1. There's thousands of vulnerable patients. And if we confirm it's on board, they'll recommend evacuation.
But we can't evacuate.
They go straight to RST, remote structural termination. They destroy the ship. Cautionary detonation.
Oh great, who designed that? So this ship either gets destroyed by that creature or by control from Resource 1?
Yeah.
I mean, they have to keep that whole planet safe from this fucking thing. I hate how it looks from the back. Because it has like a little butt. I hate that.
I've encountered a pting before. It massacred my fleet.
Okay. What did you learn about them? What do they want?
They kill relentlessly. If we're going to live through this, protect the antimatter drive.
Snap!
Okay.
There's no manual controls in the nav chamber.
Show us.
General.
Shush, no, Ronan. I know.
We could go past the drive chamber on the way.
Dirkus with me, please.
What does she know?
Is this a bad moment to mention my internal fluids are broken? I think the baby's
Kind of.
coming. Really sorry. Would you two be my doulas? I haven't got any doulas.
What the fuck's a doulas?
Birth partners?
She's brilliant, but I need some men with me.
Okay.
I need another adrenaline blocker.
You used the last one, General.
Okay. So she has a thing. Which might be like an addiction or might be like a disease. And she desperately needs adrenaline blockers. And she's out. We're out. So she's gonna be helpful until she can't. Physically can't anymore.
This is progress. Things get smaller, faster, and cheaper. This is like the iPhone version of CERN. The accelerator smashes the atoms together like a little antimatter factory to produce positrons, which are then stored very carefully inside electric and magnetic fields. The positrons interact with the fuel materials to produce heat, which produces thrust. It's beautiful. Antimatter powering the movement of matter, bringing positrons into existence to move other forms of life across space. I love it.
I'm glad you were enjoying this, Doctor, but that scene was weird. It was like a full minute of explaining something that doesn't actually exist. In concept it might, but...
Ronan, you're able to touch it without it toxifying you. That's useful to all of us.
That's really good. I forgot.
Is it Pilot's heart?
What's that?
I'm sorry, Eve, but if we're going to survive this, you need to be honest with me.
The surges of adrenaline around the heart. One big surge could kill me.
Does Dirkus know?
I don't want him worrying.
He's going to find out sooner or later.
He already has.
Not that he's surprised, just disappointed.
I was gonna say disappointed.
Everyone's going to live, including me.
Yeah. Power through it. This advice also applies to him. Ryan is freaking the fuck out.
I'll get it as far away from the drive as I can.
Oh, that shit works.
Only lasts a few seconds.
Seconds?
Siobhan Chamberlain with a goal kick for England.
You'll eat through it. The fucking kicking like a soccer ball.
Wants the power. It didn't go for Astos. It went for the life support systems in the life pod. It drained the lights and the power and my sonic. It drains everything it eats. That little creature seeks out and feasts on energy.
Right near a sun, and then it'll just jump off the ship into a sun and eat the sun. Is that it? Let's doing it. Just don't die of a heart attack.
So much.
Working.
Clever Sonic. Self-rebooting.
There's a bomb in this room.
Right in here.
Is it going to detonate?
Yes.
What will you do?
Speed it up. To save our lives.
How does that work?
Are you also experiencing comprehension deficiency?
Oh, every day right now, mate.
That's good. Are you gonna use it for the alien? Throw it at the alien. Like, make sure it blows up faster, and then the alien will rush through it and eat it. And then the alien itself would save us from the bomb. Maybe throw the bomb outside, too. You're actually here with me.
I'm glad you're here.
Hold on. The other life pod. The alien will come to this life pod.
Between 1 and 100. 51. Pentagonal number. Interesting. Number of seconds before the bomb goes off. I moved it forward a bit. What? I would have gone higher. Good number, 51. Atomic number of antimony.
The idea is for the alien to come to the pod, then we make the pod go off the ship into space, and then the alien and the bomb are taken care of, and we're safe.
Oh yeah, I've seen every episode of Call the Midwife. That needs descended from an old Earth nurse. It's in his blood.
Every episode?
Yeah, it's bang on. See, whilst you've been mucking around on YouTube, I've been learning useful life skills.
That's good. I enjoy that.
As a mouse, and the bomb as a piece of cheese.
It's not too difficult to
A
follow.
very large piece of cheese about to explode and take us all with it. It's not a perfect analogy I'll make. You could have picked a bigger number.
Can't open a bloke's stomach. Do we have to?
What? They didn't have that on Call the Midwife?
I don't know. I always looked away at squeamish bits.
Graham is good. Graham might be my favorite now.
Please don't be wrong. I'll be so embarrassed.
For like 1 second before you die, yeah.
I'm not bad. Admit it. I'm not bad at all in the timing.
But the timing was up to Yaz, not up to her.
When you ready, mate?
You go eat the bomb! He's like, oh shit, is that a sonic bomb? Damn!
I am never getting pregnant.
I can't be a dad. Hey, none of that now. Listen to me, Yos. You can do this. You're a good man. Your baby, your son, will be lucky to have a good man like you as his dad. Starting now, you're gonna give him life. You're gonna bring a person into being. Mate, that is epic.
Seal this shit off! Get rid of the shuttle. Yeah, think about the ship. Whoa! It legitimately blew up inside of him. And it did nothing. It only like made him bounce a little bit. Okay, so the bomb was so big that it's satiated his hunger.
Things I never told you.
Yeah? Like what?
A sad childhood story.
I'm proud of you, sis.
No, cheesy bits.
I love you too, bro. I'm sorry.
Don't die.
Shouldn't have looked. Can't unsee that.
Oh.
There's the baby.
What does he look like? Is he okay?
He's fine.
You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be there.
Damn.
What happened?
Her heart couldn't take it. She gave me control.
Have to be really careful.
If your nan could see us now, eh?
Right?
She'd be laughing herself crazy.
Yes, you would. Do it! The end scene for this fucking season is gonna be them finally doing the fist bump. That's what's gonna come back for the final episode. I'm calling it right now. So she's dead then. Fuck.
I'll be sure to tell them how brilliant you were.
You all were.
Hope prevails.
In honor of you both, I wanted to call him Avocado.
If you're naming him, does that mean you're gonna keep him?
I thought I'd give being a dad a try. I'm gonna make mistakes, aren't I? But I'll just keep going.
I've come to the end of my service. There is only shutdown.
Sorry, Ronan. I wasn't always kind to you. Were you in camp for her?
It would be my honor. May the saints of all the stars and constellations bring you hope
as they guide you out of the dark and into the light. On this voyage and the next, and all the journeys still to come. For now and evermore.
There we go. There we go. All right. I feel like it didn't talk much that episode because I feel like I was super into it. You know, I was like hooked. I enjoyed that episode quite a bit. It was weird, but it was good. Like, I feel like it was pretty solid and like grounded, if that makes any sense, despite us being in a spaceship. So the episode starts and it's like, oh, we're just scavenging for whatever junk, whatever shit, and then it's like, oh, we fucking blew up in a sonic bomb, whatever, and then a hospital ship picked us up, and then we just hung out there. Okay. Then a random alien missiled into the ship and started eating the ship, and it killed the like most capable person in the ship. That's a lie. The doctor is the most capable person. Also, the other woman, Eve, she was the second most capable person, but it killed like the main guy that was in charge of the ship. So he was gone. So that sucks. But okay. The premise is that we found this one fucking gremlin alien. What the fuck was the name of that alien? Also, okay, what was the name of this fucking episode? Give me a second. The Tsuranga Conundrum. That's a terrible name, by the way. That's a terrible name, by the way. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It doesn't. Immediately, I like Googled it, and like, I see IMDb 5 out of 10 rating. I enjoyed it. Fuck you. I enjoyed that episode. But like, given I learned not to give a shit about whatever IMDb says, or like whatever user reviews on IMDb say, because like episode 3 has a lot of ones, and it's entirely because of you know how it be. You know what people I'm talking about. Okay, pting. This fucking thing. The fucking pting. I'm amazed by this thing because it's like I don't know how to describe this thing. It's a fucking gremlin that just eats trash. That's all it is. It eats everything except for meat or any organic material. It just eats everything. And I hate it because it's like this fucking small ass thing that moves really fast and it just eats everything, and that's its only goal. But it's also smart enough to like target key points. Well, no, it's not. We assume it was, but then it turns out that it's just eating whatever source of energy you can find. So no, it's not smart at all. Okay, that's better, I guess. But like, this fucking little thing, the fact that they just randomly introduced this fucking thing, and it's just like, this is the most powerful creature we've seen in this show. It is, because like our main antagonist we always find is the fucking Daleks. Given it's the most iconic antagonist, not necessarily the strongest, but it's like, this thing would kill a Dalek. It would eat it. It would definitely eat the Dalek. Because as we've seen, this thing actually doesn't get damaged. And in fact, eats energy. So I think they would actually eat a Dalek blast. They would just eat the Dalek blast. The Dalek would shoot at it, and it would just open its mouth and eat the energy from the blast. And then it would eat the Dalek. Not the squid, but it would eat everything else. Because the Dalek is mostly mechanical. So it would just eat it. It would also eat a Cyberman. You know, I was gonna say it would eat a Weeping Angel, but Weeping Angel start becoming organic when you look at them. But if we would close its eyes, it would just eat it. No. No, I'm stupid. It's the other way around. What am I saying? As long as it's looking at it, it can eat it. Because it can just eat everything, including stone. So, yes, like, what antagonist could the thing lose against? That's a question I'm putting here. Like, okay, people in the comments. What? Okay, start putting the thing against any alien in the show that you can think about. Would it beat it? What would the thing lose against? I'm sure there is something, but I keep thinking of like, I don't know. I think like I need to look at like an episode list and try to figure out what would the thing lose against. Because like I think that Dalek and Cyberman are the most iconic like antagonists we have, but also they're some of the most powerful. Oftentimes we get antagonists that are way weaker, you know, and usually there's something else that is the conflict, not necessarily the raw power that they possess. But this fucking thing is one of the most powerful beings we've ever seen in the show. I mean, the Master would beat it because the Master would think of a plan in order to get rid of it, like the Doctor did here. So, but the Master is another Time Lord. Like, I'm not counting that. I'm saying another random ass alien. You know, this thing would eat and beat everything basically. Like, I cannot believe how powerful this fucking thing is. This thing whose actual name is a pting, and it looks like this. It looks like this fucking gremlin with a little butt. And it just kind of walks around and eats trash. Like, I'm the pting. I come out and I start throwing trash all over the ring. And then I start eating garbage. I love the pting. I hate it, but I love it actually. Because it's so fucking... Yeah, and it... Okay. Pting were a small bipedal species. Although vicious, they were strictly non-carnivorous and could not consume organic matter. They could consume, however, any inorganic material, which made it virtually impossible to contain or confine them. They were believed to have been impossible to kill and could survive in a vacuum without oxygen. They could even eat a bomb and barely be affected when it detonated. In fact, it actually made up a thing full. They were also deadly to the touch as they were excreted poison. This thing is so busted. I cannot believe that it exists. If you were to tell me that like the most powerful alien we've ever seen is this fucking thing, whose name is actually pting, well, I would believe you because this show is stupid, but I would be like, Jesus Christ, really? Okay, so never mind this. Evis Zero once encountered a pting. It massacred her entire fleet. Yeah. Alright. So, I cannot believe this fucking thing. I cannot believe the pting exists and it's this powerful. Alright, I've been talking about the pting for like the past like 10 minutes. Let's talk about something else. Well, there's not a lot to talk. I feel like the episode was pretty straightforward. So we had this subplot going on of this man, pregnant man. I don't know his name. Yos, something like that. Yos. Yeah, it was Yos. I was right. This fucking guy, Yos. This guy, this pregnant ass man, just straight out of Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He shows up. He's pregnant, and it's like, all right. That plotline helped the Brian plotline that we threw in there as well regarding his dad. And we also learned a little bit about that. He talked about it with Yas, where turns out Ryan is okay, so his mom died when he was very young. He was 13. I talked over that, but that happened. 13. She died of a heart attack. She just fucking fell and died, and then he found her dead body. which is a fucked up thing. So sucks to be Ryan, really. Like, that's terrible. But his dad dipped. That's it. He just left. And he intues, he says that, well, everyone always said that he looked a little bit like his mom, so he's like, well, my dad loved my mom probably, so it maybe looking at me reminds him of her, so that's why he just didn't want to see me anymore. It's still not great, you know? It's still not a good thing to do as a dad, but he's like rationalizing a reason, you know? Instead of just like, fuck it, he just left. So yeah, there we go. It doesn't seem like the dad was necessarily abusive of anything. He just left. He was an absent dad. And I personally think that if you had to choose between absent dad and abusive dad, absent dad is the best one. Honestly. Like, this guy not being in your life is so much better than this guy being in your life and being a piece of shit. Okay? I think I'll say that. I think I can say that. But okay, so his thing is that his dad was never there. He just left like an asshole. So he resents him for it. Okay. But then that comes back around when the plotline for Yoss closes, when he's finally having the baby. And, you know, shout out to Ryan and Graham for helping this man deliver a baby. Because I can see the doctor doing it. I can see Yas doing it even. Ryan and Graham, though, they share one brain cell in between the two of them. Like, they are not the most capable people in this group. Doctor is, for sure, of course, and Yas is. But the two of them, though, not so sure. Because even I thought that Graham could do it at one point when they were like, Graham said, "Oh, I watched like every episode of this show," and then it was like, "Really?" And it's like, "Yeah, I did something with my life while you were too busy watching YouTube or whatever," which is, it's a funny meta joke considering things here. But then Graham was like, "Yeah, but I looked away at all the gross bits, so I don't actually know anything." So it's like, God damn it, Graham, you know? Like, okay, so that's fun. This episode had a lot of fun bits, you know? I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. I enjoy the fun bits a lot. So, but then he comes back around when Yoss finally has the baby, because Yoss was doubting the whole time, like, maybe, like, I actually gonna give the baby away because I don't think I'm fit to be a dad, like I'm not ready to be a dad, or even then I don't think I'm a great person to be a dad, so I want this baby to actually have a better dad, a better family. So it's like, okay, but then Ryan at the end reasserts him and says, you know, you're an okay guy, you're a pretty good guy, you're gonna do great, okay? And you might fuck up a couple times, like you might not be the greatest dad ever, but you don't have to be. You just have to be there, you know? Which I think is not necessarily true. Like, there's a lot of fucked up things that you can do just by being there. But I think that they can see that this guy is alright, probably. So they were like, listen, you're scared, you freak the fuck out. And yes, you can make mistakes. But as long as you're not an asshole, and as long as you don't leave, and you be there for that kid, it's gonna be alright, you know? Just like you'll figure it out as you go, the same way your kid will figure things out as it goes, you know? Like, everybody has to do this, like, for the first time at one point, you know? Nobody borns being this wise person that knows how to fucking take care of a child. So it's like, you'll be fine, as long as you care, you know? So, that's good. That's good. I added a lot of my own words to that description, but yeah, that's good. I enjoy that plotline. I enjoy how it closed off with Ryan. We had this character of Eve, her brother, who I don't remember the name, and the android dude, the cyborg dude. It wasn't a cyborg, it was just a straight up robot. It was an android. So that's which one was Android? Was Android the full-on machine, or was it the... Yeah, Android was the full-on machine, I think. So yeah, it was an Android dude. Which is funny because they made an iPhone joke in this episode. Haha. Okay. Eve seemed to recognize the Doctor, and I enjoy that. I enjoy whenever someone recognizes the Doctor. Because it's like you hear the tales of like the most, I was gonna say powerful, but not really, but like the person who has done the most in the universe, and it's like across time, like across time, everyone knows the Doctor because it's been everywhere and has helped everywhere and has just like solved every problem ever. And it's like you hear and it's like, oh, you're the Doctor? I read about you. You had a full chapter dedicated to you. And then Jodie was like, well, it was more like a full volume, actually. And it's like, fucking show off. But it's like, it was great. It was great. I love whenever someone recognizes the Doctor. We don't really get that, But then again, it would lose its charm if they did it too much. So I want them to do it like once a season, something like that. When they just meet some random ass alien and they go like, you're the Doctor? And it's like, yes I am. I'm not gonna brag about it because I'm not that kind of person, but I am. So hi, like that would be great. We had this one girl from the medic ship. I don't know her name, but like the girl that was the medic that survived because the other dude died. She was like, oh, nobody believed in me, but he was like one of the only people that believe in me, including myself. It's like they give her a lot of things to her, like personal struggle, I guess, as a person, but she's not really important, and it didn't really come back. And I don't know if I like that or I don't. Like, I don't know if I don't like that because it didn't come back, or if I like it because it didn't come back, Because it's like, I enjoy giving bits of important, like, character things to characters that don't matter. Like her. Like, she struggles believing in herself. Well, no. A little bit. Like, she struggles because, like, nobody believes in her, and she's super self-conscious about it. Which is why the dude, when he was dying, he literally just gave her words of encouragement. That's the only thing he did. He didn't give any good information regarding the Doctor or anything, but he gave her words of encouragement. So it's like, okay, he knows her. I appreciate that. He knows her enough to know that she's gonna need those, and that's like the most that he can do with his like few seconds that is gonna be alive. So he does that, and then she is like, she has a struggle where she is like self-conscious and doubtful, and the Doctor is like, no, it's gonna be fine, you're gonna do fine, you're doing great, so that's great. And then she helps to live with the baby. Like, she's not gonna do anything more than that because she's not here to fight this alien. She's just a nurse or a doctor, and she's just here to help this guy. And then she does so, and then she's like, thanks at the end, you were great. What else happened this episode? I mean, the whole thing with Eve and her brother, and we had the angel thing that it's like whatever, but that didn't matter too much. I think there's not much to talk about here. Sorry if you can hear a lot of clicking. You do. Like, I'm sorry about it, but it's like I was just skimming through the episode. But yeah, like, there's nothing more like super important to talk about. It's just like, yeah, it's a very grounded episode, very straightforward episode. Doesn't mean it's bad though, because I actually did enjoy that episode quite a bit, and I usually don't enjoy the episodes that have a lot of like sci-fi, like space future bullshit. Like, I actually enjoy the historical episodes a lot more, or whenever you do more time travel-y stuff. Those are my favorites. Okay, that doesn't mean that I can't enjoy everything else. And this was an episode where it didn't have any of that, but it was good and I enjoyed it. And the reason why that is I think it's mostly because it was like character driven. Like, there wasn't a specific like gimmick or theme or anything that you wanted to like carry over, that you wanted to make the main point of the episode, but it was more like, we have these two brothers, we have this guy who's about to deliver a baby, we have this one woman that is like the one in charge of the ship, kind of, that is like super conscious over everything she does, and she doesn't believe that she can do anything, and she needs reassurance, you know? So it's like, we had a lot of weird things going on. The fucking alien, the fucking thing, I forgot the name already. I forgot the name of that fucking thing already. The pting, the fucking pting. The fucking pting. I enjoy the idea of the pting. Yeah, like, this episode had despite being like a setting that I'm not necessarily a fan of, well, it wasn't bad, because it's like, yeah, like, the setting didn't matter much. When it matters, then it's a little bit weird, but it didn't, you know? It was just like, well, there's this thing eating everything, and if he eats everything, then we're fucked. But it didn't happen, so that didn't happen. Okay. Yeah, then that was it. Like, I enjoy all those characters. I enjoy the conversation. The dialogue was great, by the way. I enjoy banter a lot, and I think this season has pretty good dialogue. Like, I don't know if people even agree on that, but I don't care what people say about that shit, because as long as the dialogue gets a smile out of me, I'm like, yeah. Like, why would my reaction to that be anything else? Why would I dislike it if I'm just like smiling every time they say something stupid and I laugh at it and I go, that's good, you know? Like, because that's it. That's all I need. I'm a very simple guy. So as long as they just give me fun dialogue, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna be great, you know? Dude, Graham might be my favorite now. Of the Okay, so Grace will forever be number one. But Graham, I think it's of the three that we have now, I think he's my favorite now. Because Graham is like, you can do so much fun stuff with Graham because he's this fucking old guy, you know? So there's a lot of fun things you can do with him. More than with Ryan, more than with Yas. I feel like Yas is being underused, you know? I feel like Yas is getting shafted right now. Because, like, there was this moment in the episode which was like 15-20 minutes in, and I was like, I think Yas has only had one dialogue line so far. Yeah, I think like 20 minutes in, Yas only had like one dialogue line. And it's like, Jesus, like, Yas is not doing anything, and I don't like that. And if she did get to do something later on in the episode, but it wasn't that, like, she stunned the thing, putting it in a bag, and then kick it like a football. And I enjoy that she kicked it like a football. It was like, fuck this bitch. That was good. But ultimately, I feel like Yas is not doing a lot. It's not getting a lot of focus as a character like Ryan did or Graham did. Because Ryan, I feel like, gets the most. Well, maybe not the most, but a lot. And then Graham, previous episode, he got a lot with the Grace thing. I don't know if Yas is getting enough. We saw her mom, and that was cool, and her family, that was cool, but Yas herself, I don't think we're getting anything. But then given, like, with Graham, we have Grace is no longer here, and with Ryan, we have the dad thing. So what do we have for Yas? We didn't got anything. So I can understand that they don't know what to do with her, but it's like, you should have maybe made something for her. Or maybe it will turn into something. Maybe that will happen. But again, like, I feel like this is not the first time I'm saying I'm concerned about where Yas is going, because I feel like she's not going anywhere. But I don't know. We're halfway through the season. Well, we're halfway through the season. It's weird to think about, because it's only been 5 episodes, but season is only 5 episodes long. So, you know, I guess we're halfway through. But it's fine, because Series 12 is airing already. So Series 12 is going to be out by the time I finish this, like Like, by the time I'm watching it, I'm starting watching it, it's gonna be reaching its end. So it's fine. Since that series 12 is doing better than series 11. I mean, people will complain. People will forever complain about Jodie's era of the show for no reason because they're asshole. But I'm enjoying series 11 so far. And I'm glad to hear that a lot of people are enjoying series 12 too. So that's great. By the way, sorry if I hit the mic a little bit, but by the way, a lot of people had come out and said something like, because I address in some of these videos that have gone on YouTube now, because again, I'm like 2 weeks ahead of where YouTube is at any given time. But like, people have said like, hey, I actually really enjoy Jodie with Naked Sarah, or like episodes of series 11 or whatever, and like actually like I came back from not watching the show from like 2013, and I was like, Moffat kind of ran the show into the ground, and then I just decided, fuck it, I'm not gonna watch this again anymore. And then I heard about Jodie and the 13th Doctor and new showrunner and everything, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot again. And then they watched it and they were like, yeah, that was good. And I have to say, well, I appreciate what you're saying. Like I do. And I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying this season while seemingly no one else is. But I also have to say, go back and watch series 8, 9, and 10. Please go and watch those 3 seasons. Because I was also on that sentiment back in 2013. I guess in early 2014, late 2013. I was like, I didn't enjoy Series 6 as much. I didn't enjoy Series 7 as much. So I was like, I don't know what are we doing here. I don't know if Moffat is doing anything that I'm enjoying anymore. You know? He can write some weird-ass episodes, and they can be some really awesome ideas, but I was like, I don't think I like what he's doing with these characters. Like, I actively felt that way. So I was like, okay, Moffat might be a hack. And I just kind of stopped watching because I kind of, like, I watched the 50th anniversary, and that was, like, the dopest shit ever, by the way. But then I was like, I feel like that's a good place to stop. You know, I feel like I watched enough of this show to be like, yeah, I'm good for now. Okay, maybe I'll catch up to whatever happened later. And I did. I did in this YouTube channel. In 2018, I believe I watched Deep Breath. Given it was the second time I watched Deep Breath, but it was the first time I watched Paying Attention. So, I think it was 2018. I don't remember when that episode aired. I should actually take a look. I think it was like September 2018. God, I've been doing this for a bit, aren't I? Deep Breath. It aired on October 2018. Okay. So on October 2018, so like almost 5 years after I decided to drop off the show, I went back and watched Series 8 with Deep Breath and Into Dalek and so on and so forth in that order. Series 8 wasn't the best, but it was an improvement over Series 6 and 7. And Series 9 is my favorite season. And Series 10 is my second favorite, tied with like 4 and maybe 3. You know, like Series 9 is such a high. It's so good. And Series 10 has a little bit of like, I don't know, but ultimately it wraps up nicely. There's some fun stuff in there. And I enjoy Series 10 a lot. But given I understand what some people might not have, but there's a lot of good stuff there. Series 9 though? Series 9 is the good shit. Series 9 is just good the entire way, except for like maybe one episode, but even then it's average at best. It's not even bad. It's just average. That one episode doesn't matter. Everything else though, literally every single other episode, every single other story, and then when you get to the final like 3 episodes, it's like, yo, that season. Series 9, my favorite season. And like all that, like that era of the show, the Peter Capaldi era of the show was run by Moffat. So I was like, what the fuck? Because I wasn't entirely on board during series 8, and then there were some episodes that I was like, yeah, let's go. But ultimately I was like still a little bit wary. Series 9, I was like, fuck me, fuck everything I thought about this show. This show's great. This show's amazing. You know, I was so in during series 9. I was so in with like everything. Every writer, every character in the show, like every actor, everyone was just pulling through so hard. Just the soundtrack, everything. Direction too, just like, fuck, man. Series 9 was the shit. So, if you're one of those people that watch series 7 and then skip to series 11, I will say watch the Peter Capaldi era. Please do so. And I would say you should watch series 8 too, but don't judge it too harshly until you've seen 9 and 10. Because the Peter Capaldi era does something very interesting regarding the 12th Doctor. Because it has an arc. And it's my favorite thing ever. The 12th Doctor is my favorite Doctor. Peter Capaldi is such a great actor. I am in love with that era of the show. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that because I just remember people have said, like, yeah, I skipped that, and I'm like, it's fair to say that. I understand why you're here, and you decided not to watch that because I was also on that kind of sentiment back in the day. However, go back and please watch the Peter Capaldi era because, fuck, that was good. That was good, man. And there's also some people that are like, they cannot move on from the Capaldi era, and they go into the season feeling like, it's not the same though. Like, I'm not enjoying this because it's not my boy Capaldi. And I can relate to that too. Like, I'm someone that can actually, like, I can actually appreciate things for what they are on its own, and I'm very quick to just move on, you know? I feel like I'm very quick to do that. So I can enjoy this for what it is. But there are some people that go like, it's not the 12th Doctor though. And I can understand that because fuck, man. The 12th Doctor is the best one, dude. Well, that is subjective, right? Every Doctor, whichever one's the best, it's just whichever one's their favorite. You know, it's subjective, but fuck me, dude. Yeah, I just wanted to say it. I just wanted to say, go back and watch series 8, 9, and 10 if you haven't, because that was great. Series 8 is not the best. Series 9 is the best. Series 10, it's solid. So go and watch that. Series 9, Series 6 and Series 7 to me were not great. To me, they were just not that great. So I can understand other people that feel similarly with regard in Series 6 and Series 7, and they just say, yeah, the Moffat era kind of sucked because of it. Series 8 is better. Series 9 is amazing. Series 10 is pretty good. It's pretty damn good. So, yes, go and do that, okay? There's a couple episodes that are just like, whatever. But for the most part, though, it's great. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Back to Series 11. Well, I say that, but like, there's not much to talk about, I don't think. I think I'm done, yeah. I think I talked about everything I wanted to say about this episode. I'm really enjoying Jodie as the Doctor, by the way. I really am. And she does have a couple moments where it feels a little bit weird. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the quirk that the 13th Doctor has, or if it's supposed to be a writing thing. You know, because new people are writing the show. Chibnall, I think, wrote this episode. So it's like, maybe it's just a Chibnall thing. Maybe it's a Jodie thing regarding the 13th Doctor. But it's like, oftentimes this Doctor, like, gives a motivational speech that doesn't really say anything. Like, it doesn't say anything of substance, but it's just something nice to say. And then it's like, it's like a morale boost of almost. And I don't know if that's a Chibnall thing or if that's a 13th Doctor thing. So I'm going to attribute it to the 13th Doctor. I'm just going to say that this is something that Jodie does. Jodie's just going to sometimes just going to start talking to the entire room and say something that has no substance to it, gives no new information, but it's just a nice thing to say. It's like a motivational speech. And then people are going to be like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm just going to say, that's probably going to happen a lot. I can see, because like, I feel like she's done it multiple times by now. I'm not counting, I'm not keeping track, and I'm actually not remembering any other time she has done so, but I feel like she's done it. I feel like she's done it at least twice more. And in this episode, there was this weird moment for like one episode. Okay, so one time during this episode, she actually gave a motivational speech, and another time in the same episode, she was talking about like this antimatter generator for like a minute, and she was like talking about it so passionately, and I'm just sitting here like, why are you being so passionate? And why? Not even that, because I feel like I don't know, other doctors have also talked passionately about dumb bullshit that doesn't exist, but in this case she's talking about it passionately, and the camera and the soundtrack and like the direction, everything is just giving it so much importance, and I'm just sitting here like, this device doesn't exist. Like, I don't give a shit about this thing because it's just some weird sci-fi bullshit that this weird sci-fi spaceship has. This doesn't matter to me. I don't know why they're giving it so much importance. I'm sure that maybe to some degree the concept that of this machine is something that exists and it's a cool thing. But I don't see how that is relevant to me, the viewer. I don't see how that should matter. Get it? Because it's like an antimatter matter. Okay, I don't see how that should matter. So that was weird. I feel like Jodie's just gonna have a lot of moments where she's just gonna talk about things in a positive manner, in a passionate manner, and I'm just gonna sit here like, yeah, you deliver those lines, Jodie. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna listen and I'm just gonna smile. And then after you're done, I'm gonna be like, yeah. But that's gonna be it. You know, like I feel like that's gonna happen several times. So yeah, that might be another Jodie quirk that we're learning. The other Jodie quirk that we learn is that she does a lot of this. No, that's bad. Okay. No, how like I'm looking at myself and trying to figure out what is the fate that she does. That's probably it, except that it looked so much worse because I'm not Jodie Whittaker. But it's like that. It's like, because it's like it opens her nose and it's a scrunch. This, in fact, I think I saw a meme of like. Okay, I'm gonna find it because I feel like I've seen this already. So when I was looking up something else, so I'm just, yeah, I found it. She's beauty, she's grace, she's scrunch her face. And it's just several pictures of Jodie doing that. That's great. That's great, by the way. That's a good thing. I enjoy that. I enjoy that she does that a lot. That's a good thing. Alright, so I think we're done. I talk a lot about dumb bullshit that didn't matter this review. Making up for the fact that I don't think I talk a lot during the episode itself. But, you know, what are you going to do? Alright. We're done. Alright, thanks everyone for watching this episode of Doctor Who Reaction. If you would like to see next one already, it's up on Patreon as well as full length. Check out the links in the description and I'll see you next time. Okay? Take care.